Ben Damon, main event, Foxtel. Have you ever seen an event like this happen where there's a fight and then the fighter on the main event is fighting again 3 weeks later?
Yeah, it's bizarre. I guess we've had quick turnarounds a lot, but never in such a high-profile event like Paul Gallen against Justice Huni. So, yeah, we've got this fight coming up on Fox Sports between Huni and Christian Tsoye, who at today's weigh-in said that he's going to knock out Justice Huni. Well, that'll really upset things if that's to be the case, particularly for Dean Lonergan and for Justice and for the Australian Olympic team. So, yeah, there's a lot at stake here. It is quite bizarre. We're going to have almost an empty venue as well, with just VIP guests and some media in the venue. So, yeah, it's a very different one. I haven't seen one like this before.
You and I spoke last time when you were at the Gold Coast for the Tasman Fighter event there, and we said that boxing's heading in a different direction. It's taking a new stance, and it's been very active in Australia, but neither one of us thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, so we've got an incredible schedule at the moment. This fight tomorrow night, then 3 weeks later than that, of course, we've got the big one, if it can happen, between Paul Gallen and Justice Huni. 3 weeks after that, we're back to Newcastle with Tim Tszyu and Michael Zarafa, and there's more planned probably about 3 weeks after that. So it is incredible, and then all the international stuff as well. Just how busy we are, and just how exciting it is for the Australian boxing public and fans in general, because we're seeing all these big names, we're seeing them in massive shows with good production at good venues. So, yeah, it's brilliant to be a part of it.
And being part of it, you must be very, very busy, especially with everything happening with Zarafa's mystery stomach illness and the Gallen Huni marketing machine in full roll. You've been very busy. You've been around a lot.
Yeah, the Zarafa thing last week, yeah, that was tricky because he was meant to come and film some stuff with myself and Tim Tszyu, a face-off style piece, and I got a message the night before saying he wasn't well. Then it came through again the following morning confirming that he wouldn't be able to come. I messaged back and forth with Michael, and yeah, he had some food poisoning, and now it seems he had some other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, very strange week. Didn't quite know what to believe, but certainly he wasn't at 100%, and thankfully now he is okay. So that fight will go ahead. But yeah, it was a weird few days, and all of the things going on around this one. I know Paul Gallen is very upset that this fight is happening tomorrow night with Christian Tsoye and Justice Huni, because it puts at risk his paycheck, which is a significant one for the fight against Justice Huni, and he sees it as a bit disrespectful both to him and to Christian. So yeah, there's a lot going on in those regards. But if we get through tomorrow night, it's a success. If Justice Huni wins the fight, then we just set sail for what should be a massive night 3 weeks later.
Mate, another beautifully orchestrated weigh-in. I guess, are you excited for tomorrow night's intimate event?
Yeah, I am excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like calling in a venue with no one there, essentially. I guess we're going to feel and hear the punches more closely and more acutely. I guess, yeah, there might be some queries around the atmosphere of the venue, whether that's going to impact the way that we call the fight. But we have previously called from studios. We had to do that during the COVID period, and I didn't enjoy that at all. But at least here we'll be able to watch the fighters up close and won't get the problems of some of the disorientation that you do when you're calling from a studio rather than at the venue. So we'll be there, we'll be able to see what's happening. We just might not be able to feel it as much as usual. So yeah, I can't wait to see what that's like.
Looking for an early mark in our version of the Top Rank Nevada bubble of a closed room fight?
Yeah, well, it's we'll just do this one, and I don't think we'll have another experience like this anytime soon. I'm sure they could have sold tickets to this event if they'd wanted to, but they've decided to put all their eggs into the basket of promoting the one in 3 weeks' time, inviting VIP guests and media, trying to really pump up this pay-per-view, and fingers crossed for D&L in particular and Justice Huni. They get through this one okay, but Christian Tsoye, he's coming for a knockout, so I can't wait to see if he gets it.
Very quickly, we know you're busy. Your thoughts on the Isaac Hardman? He's been very busy as well.
Yeah, he has. He was really good against Mark Lucas in Canberra. Really enjoyed that fight. Thought Lucas had a real good crack as well. Isaac Hardman, he comes into another fight here against Robert Berridge, who we haven't seen for a while, who comes in great condition, considering we know him as a light heavyweight primarily, and he has weighed in at super middleweight. But he told us on the scales that he's lost a significant amount of weight in a very quick time to take this fight. So credit to him, an extremely tough dude that we haven't seen for quite some time. But Isaac will have to be on his game, and if he gets through that, then the plan is that he'll be fighting on that Gallen Huni undercard as well in a really interesting fight. So he's got a lot at stake, just like Justice Huni does. He's got to get through this unscathed. He's got to look good. He's got to succeed and win the fight and not get injured. And then he gets another fight in a few weeks.
Ben Damon, thank you very much.
Thanks.